Hello, I am Professor A, and I am experiencing technical difficulties, and I'm very annoyed. Joining me as ever, behind me and in her own window, unless she seems to be missing on both of those, is Professor Dogger. She is there. Also, on the other side of the world, we are joined by Professor J. I
Hello.
forgot your initials.
Hello, Professor A.
How are things on the other side of the world, Professor J?
Sunny.
Oh,
Autumnal.
it's very foggy here and dark.
Oh, really?
Mm.
I hear there's impending storms coming, but I think we're a couple of days behind you, as ever. Yeah, there we go.
Excellent.
Playing Casio.
Oh, so it's a different MIDI guitar.
Yeah, it is. It is a MIDI guitar. You're right.
Well, it says it on headstocks. It's not difficult.
Yeah. I never knew that. I thought they just made those digital watches.
Yeah.
In the 80s, they dabbled in some weird guitars. I need to
they
fiddle
did
with this.
keyboards too.
Oh, they still do. They do all that jazz. Oh, there's battery compartment. What have I left the battery on?
This another new one, is it?
No, I've had this on ages. You've just not seen it. It's got it very cheap because nobody wants them. But it's like it's my favourite Strat. Not really a Strat guy, but it's these weird little guitars that don't cost very much, or a gem of stuff. Anyway, what are we talking about today, Professor A?
I believe, this being your choice, so you should know, that we are talking about 3 songs by The Darkness.
We are indeed. Now,
who are those Darknesses? That's an
autographed one.
It's also probably something we're not allowed to show on camera.
Oh yeah, probably
that lady has her bottom.
Don't do that. Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. Cheeky little lady.
Yes. Yes. So, what do you? Oh, you put another thing, but it doesn't put you on full screen unless you speak. That's how this technology works.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Hello. Oh, a book.
Oh.
Frankie Poulain's book. Yeah. So, The Darkness. Do you like The Darkness, Professor?
I am very fond of the first 2 albums. I have not listened to anything since.
Yeah, almost the same, but that could be a whole nother topic. Actually, I do have a proviso, an assumption, and I want you to challenge this assumption.
Ooh, okay.
The best album of any artist is the second album, and it's downhill from there.
Well, they do talk about that difficult second album there.
Well, I think most groups, when they record their first album, they're not really doing what they really want to do because they're being pushed around a bit by their record label. They're new to it. And by the time they've had a bit of success, they can do what they really want to do on the second album. Before the third album, they either go weird or they're sort of following some sort of commercial route or route.
So, like your fave band Radiohead, their second album was The Bends, which is great.
It's clearly the best album.
Yes, and then, as you say, they go increasingly weird.
So weird.
That works. What else? I'd say Guns N' Roses' best album was their first.
Which was that? Appetite for Construction.
Appetite, yes, that's the one. Well, been looking for my glasses. There they are. Yes. Queen, obviously, Queen 2 is Queen's best album, as everyone knows. Back in '74 or whenever it was.
Greatest Hits is the best.
Yeah, there is that. Just the bands we've covered. I mean, Cult.
Poppy? Cult.
Second album was terrible.
Cult was electric. It's a cracking album.
I don't think it's their best.
Oh no, there was Dreamtime first. So it's Love.
Yeah.
Anyway, I agree. So they did. The first album was amazing. Second album was equally amazing, and after that they went awry. I mean, let's have a little talk about the history of them. So they are. How would you describe the Darkness?
Queen tribute band.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so they're hard rock bands. They're kind of a mix between rock. They're a bit glam with their clothes, but yeah, let's say rock.
But I mean, we know Justin Hawkins, the guitarist and vocalist, did base his guitar on guitar playing on Brian May and his vocals on Freddie Mercury. So that's pretty
Absolutely. I
much.
mean, that's yeah. And I mean, and when they got big, they identified this gap in the market where there wasn't really a sort of glam rock, a bit of a silly rock band, jumping around, strutting with tattoos and cat suits on. And they found that hole in the market. So yeah, so the band, I mean, let's talk about the classic lineup. We have Justin and Dan Hawkins. We have Frankie Poulain. And we have the drummer. I've got his name.
The original one was Ed Graham, I believe.
Thank you, Ed Graham. Yeah. So Justin and Dan, they were born in Essex, but grew up in Lowestoft.
Oh, I was East Anglian by birth.
They are not. They are from somewhere else. Let me just check. Oh no. Justin Hawkins was born in Chertsey in Surrey in 1975, and Dan was born in 1976, and they grew up in Lowestoft, which I believe is the easternmost point of England.
It's something called Point Ness, I believe, which is just outside Lowestoft.
Okay, well, there we go. So the east, which will come up in the lyrics at some point, I'm sure.
Yes.
So yeah, so they exploded. Yes, you want to say?
I was just going to say that we mentioned the original drummer was Ed Graham. The current one is Rufus Tiger Taylor, isn't he? Which is a hell of a name. Isn't he the son of Roger Taylor from Queen?
He is from Queen, yeah.
Yes, so there you go. Great tribute band.
And he is excellent. I've seen them. I saw them last year, and he's really good. Really fits the band very well. So yeah, so they exploded in 2004 with their first album called Permission to Land. This is the 20th anniversary release. And then they 1 year later they did one-way tickets to Hell and Back.
Hell and Back.
Yes. And then everything went a bit awry, mainly because of the drugs. And they kind of split up, and well, in fact, Frankie Poulain, the bass player, actually quit the band while they were recording the second album. Some of the bass playing was actually performed by Dan Hawkins, and they went a bit awry with the drugs. I mean, and I think the brothers even didn't speak to each other for a long time because of the magnificent way that everything fell apart. But Justin Hawkins has his own YouTube channel now. It's excellent. I'd fully recommend you follow it. He's as clean as a whistle, and he's a very, very interesting guy.
I've only seen one episode of his channel, which is where he was discussing a video by Poppy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, which he liked a lot. So
I mean,
liked it, yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very talented musician, and this is going to be important. He's got a great musical talent, and it's important in the development of the band. So it's always hard for a group to get success, especially at this time, the early 2000s, when, like I said, this glam rock, heavy rock type stuff wasn't around in the market, wasn't interesting. But Justin was writing. He was writing jingles. Did you know this?
I did not know that. No.
He was a jingle writer, and he actually made a lot of money, or a good chunk of money, writing jingles for TV ads, and he made enough money for them to self-finance the studio time for their first album. Oh, right. So I believe the original demo was sent, and it was mainly somehow it landed in the hands of Jo Whiley. Whiley on the Radio 1, she played it and supported them, and then the whole thing blew up. But if it hadn't been for him being a very talented musician, being able to write these jingles, having that bit of money, self-financing the recording of the album, none of this would have happened. So I think that's a interesting backstory. So yeah, so they had a sort of meteoric rise and a kind of
we should probably mention how meteoric they were. That first album was quadruple platinum in the UK. which is a lot of records, over 1.3 million records, which isn't bad for a population of 70 million or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah.
And in 2004, after this album, they won 3 Brit Awards for Best British Group, Best British Rock Act, and Best British Album. So,
And they were all over the papers, the news. They were the hot ticket, and I think that went really to Justin Hawkins, who's the lead singer guitarist, went to his head, and you know, they went down the drugs path.
yes, which is
Yes,
required really for a band of their ilk.
absolutely. They followed the right path. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah.
Kids watching. Yes.
Yeah. Do you believe in a thing called love, Professor A?
Not really anymore. I used to.
Get your hands off my woman.
That was the first single, as far as I know, and was just a real statement of what they were about, with lots of high-pitched falsettos and swearing. And I'm amazed it got radio play, but I guess there was a censored version. Yeah, and their biggest hit was "I Believe in a Thing Called Love," I believe, which was the 3rd single from the album.
It was. So yeah, Get Your Hands Off My Woman only charted at 43. I'm just going to give the UK charts. Growing on Me hit 11, and then I Believed in a Thing Called Love charted at number 2. And
Love Is Only a Feeling. Charted somewhere.
And that was kind of the peak of the chart success.
Yes.
But that song, I mean, that must still be paying their meal ticket, because it's the
so.
song that you hear all the time, right? I believe in a thing called love. You know, so.
I think Growing on Me had my favourite riff on that album. So they also, of course, had one other big hit subsequently, which was their Christmas hit. Oh, I don't remember what year that was.
Also in 2003. It was,
Was it really?
they recorded it and banged it out.
Yeah, that was Upside Down. So.
Oh yeah. Christmas time, Don't Let the Bells End. Went platinum. Well, yeah, cracking riff. What a riff. Yeah, so we're doing a quickie 3 tracks. Should we just dive in?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Well, track 1, side 1.
Yes, might as well
start. First album.
Best place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. Start at the very beginning. So yeah, so the first song. I mean, and for me, this is a very atmospheric album of what I was doing at the time. So,
terrorizing people in churches, were you?
No, but I moved to Norfolk.
Oh, that's
right. But I remember arriving in Norfolk and listening to this. Was kind of me. I was listening to this album as I sort of arrived in Norwich for the first time and was looking around, not even realizing they were from that area, but just enjoying that music at that time.
I should say the particular version of this story they are referencing is Suffolk.
Same difference, isn't it?
On the border, though, pretty much. Yes.
East Anglia. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first song is Black Shuck. Should we do lyrics first and then
talk about?
Okay. I mean, it's an explosive entry, isn't it?
It
goes.
I'm surprised this wasn't a single, to be honest.
Good. Yeah. I mean, and also with this one, it's an absolute banger of a tune. I don't remember any of these words. I don't know what I was singing, but I was.
To be fair, though, his falsetto style of singing is fantastic and operatic or whatever, but it is sometimes quite hard to work out what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't all be Freddie Mercury, can we? No, we might as well try.
Okay, first one. In a town in the east, the parishioners were visited upon by a curious beast. Ooh. And his eyes numbered but one and shone like the sun. And a glance beckoned the immediate loss of a cherished one. Ooh, it was the coming of the.
Okay, should we talk about the verse?
Yeah, let's talk about the verse. So
Right.
it was a town in the east. What town was that?
Well, it was the legend that this refers to of Black Shuck, the demon dog, or although more correctly should be a demon dog because there's lots of Black Shucks around the
Yeah.
country. Is here on that night, that fearful night of 1577, 4th of August, 1577. This demon dog attacked two churches, one in Bungay, whatever it's called,
Bungay.
Bungay in Suffolk, which I thought was in Norfolk originally, but it might have changed, who knows. And then he popped down the road to Blytheborough Church and had a go at that too. So I'm not sure which one it is in the first verse, probably Bungay. No, I think the whole thing's about Blytheborough.
Yeah.
Get the lyrics further down. But that was his second destination of the night, this dog. No one knows what his reasoning was. But we can go into the legend afterwards.
Okay.
What do you think? Are we aware of any other song with the lyric, the word parishioners in it?
Oh no. Tell me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Because we did do a short-lived thing of here's a weird word, go and find a song for next week with it. This would have been a good one.
That would have been a good one. There's probably loads of them.
Oh, lots of religious ones. But
Yeah.
his eyes numbered but one and shone like the sun. He had one eye, this shot.
Is that consistent with the story?
It's consistent with one account of it, yeah.
Hmm.
But most black shucks throughout the country that have been reported have had two glowing red eyes. This one apparently had just one, and it was in the centre of its head like a cyclops.
Right.
So there you go.
Wow.
He did a little bit of research.
Yeah.
And the blood speck and the immediate loss of a cherished one, to see him was to lose someone you love.
Oh, really?
It's part of the legend, yes.
Okay. I mean, let's do a bit of the chorus. Black shuck, black shuck, black shuck, black shuck, black shuck. The dog don't give a flip. Black shuck, black shuck, black shuck, black shuck, black shuck, black shuck. That dog don't give a flip.
He doesn't give a flip at all. No flips given.
Yeah. So I thought that when the black shuck ran into the church, he kill the
parishioners. He killed the parishioners in.
No, he killed the bishopy, whoever. What's
Vicar.
the churchy vicar? That's the one.
That was Blytheborough, yeah. So I believe he killed. I mean, I've got the whole thing written down, which we can go in later. But I believe he killed parishioners in Bungay and then went to Blytheborough and knocked off the vicar.
Yeah, and it all collapsed. Right, more lyrics. Verse 2, flames licked round the sacred spire, and the congregation's last line of defense was engulfed in fire. As the flaming priest stepped into the firing line on the business end of a beam of despair. God, he took his own life. During the coming of the black shuck.
Yeah, the whole took his own life thing. I don't think that's in the original thing. I think they're saying it's sort of like, I can't say that. All these words you can't say. I think they're saying that he took his own life by confronting Black Shuck.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, and the beam from his Cyclops eye. Beam
Indeed.
of despair.
On the business end of a beam of despair. What a lyric.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Loves it.
Flames licked around the sacred spire. Well, to get around the spire, they'd have had to be all over the church below the spire. So
presumably. So would a church in 1577 be built out of stone?
Yes,
and the spire in wood then?
Could be wood or stone for the spire. Yeah. There's a lot of stone-built churches that are earlier than that around there. I've been on holiday a few times there.
Right. Then we go to the bridge. A nimbus of blue light surrounds a crimson paw as he takes another fatal swipe at the Blytheborough church door.
Yeah.
And that's all your words. Black shuck.
Yes.
Dog don't give a flip.
No, there is one word at the end you've missed out.
I don't have that in my lyrics.
Oh, he ends it with woof.
I'd never noticed.
Yes, it's a
What does
great.
Professor Dogger think of this
Oh,
tune?
Professor Dogger loves it. She loves a bit of Black Shark. She's a bit of a hellhound herself.
Hellraiser.
Right. So, should we discuss the actual account?
Yes, please.
Uh, there's an account written by Abraham Fleming, who he wasn't there. It's a second-hand account. He was, I believe, a publisher of books, so which might be connected with how people know about this. But he wrote an essay on it, I guess, called "A
Mhm.
Strange and Terrible Wonder." Strange spelt with a U in the middle, a wonder spelt with a U. So he likes U's. And the
Is he a
idea of
sheep botherer? Is he?
quite possibly, that's usually other areas of the country. So the legend is that on the 4th of August, 1577, easy for me to say, a large black dog burst into the doors of St Mary's Church in Bungay to a clap of thunder. Clap! It ran up the nave, past a large congregation, killed a man and a boy, and caused the church steeple to collapse through the roof. Bogged off to Blytheborough, where it mauled and killed more people. Um, the scorch marks on the door of Blytheborough Church are referred to by the locals as the devil's fingerprints and can still be seen on the church to this day. That's a true
Oh.
facts. There's big scratch marks down it, which obviously
Oh.
probably caused by something else. Who
Was there
knows?
something about it burning the rock as it scratched? Did I read that?
Well, it's not a rock, it's a wooden door,
Ah, okay.
but a very thick medieval wooden door. So
Mm.
it's not just like something you get from IKEA or wherever you buy your doors from. Um, one of the verses from his account was, "All down the church in midst of fire the hellish monster flew, and passing onward to the choir he many people slew," which is almost as good as the Darkness's version, to be fair. Yes, and so according to legend, the Bungay black dog or black shuck prowls around the fields and footpaths of the Suffolk coast, and although his howling makes the hearer's blood run cold, his footfalls make no sound. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter him, it is said that you will soon be extremely ill-fated, or you might lose some of your relatives, as it says in the Darkness song. And it's a very, very popular um, bit of imagery for that area, Blytheborough and Bungay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the town's weather vane and coat of arms has black shuck on it. There's the Black Dog Running Club, Black Dog Marathon, Black Dog Antiques, Bungay Town Football Club are called the Black Dogs. Um, yeah. Do you know where the name comes from?
I do not.
It comes from. Let me find it in my notes. I'm sorry about this. If I could actually see through my glasses, it'd be so much better at this. But anyway, it comes from an old English word meaning devil, shukra, I think, which I can't find in my notes. Right, worth the effort, wasn't it? Yeah. It's also known as the Norfolk Snarly Owl.
Snarly owl.
Yes, it snarls and you go, ow,
Ow.
ow. Yes. Um, and like I say, there's reports of black shucks or just shucks in general in many places. Shucks don't have to be black, but this was a black one. It's just basically a hellhound. There's some thinking that there's a Scandinavian myth of Odin, the king of the Norse gods, um, brought over a big black hound with him when the Vikings came over to settle. Which is strange. He wasn't a Viking; he was a god. So I have no idea. But it's some Viking legend like that. Earliest account of a devilish black hound was in the Peterborough Chronicle around 1127.
I mean, that's a long time before
It is,
1577,
yeah.
isn't it?
So it's an established part of folklore. Um, what else? Are you aware of Charlie Cooper's Myth Country?
I'm not.
Are you aware of Charlie Cooper and the show This Country comedy? Him and
The
his
thing with
sister.
Daisy May Cooper.
Yes, they're
Yes.
siblings.
Oh, I didn't
Yes,
realise that.
and Charlie Cooper has since done a thing about myths and folklore called
Oh,
Myth
right.
Country, and the first episode of that was dedicated to Black Shuck and into
Ah.
this in detail. Do you know that in March 2025, a set of stamps was released by the Royal Mail, 8 designs of folklore, and one of those is Black Shuck.
Wow.
So you could paper a room with them if you were very, very rich indeed. Yeah, the Old English word sucker or suture means devil. So there's that.
Oh,
Interested in a couple of other places it's appeared
do
in
me.
popular culture. Teen Wolf, the Michael J. Fox movie.
Yeah.
There's an ancient hellhound spirit, and he tells one of the main characters that he's known by many names, one of which is Black Shuck. So, which is surprising that the Americans who produced that were aware of East Anglian legend. British rock band Down I Go have a song called Black Shuck on their 2019 EP. And the EP is called All Down the Church in Midst of Fire, the Hellish Monster Flew, and passing onward to the choir, he many people slew. It's a nice name for an EP, isn't it? Shuck appears in the 2020 video game Assassin's Creed Valhalla as a mini boss that you have to kill.
Always with one eye. What's this blue light? Don't quite get the blue light.
Supernatural spookiness, I think.
Ah.
Yeah. And there's a couple of other references, one of which is it's a track on These Feral Lands Volume 1, which is a 2020 release by musician Laura Cannell and comedian Stuart Lee.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange. What's a comedian doing making string-based music, which it is? Who knows? Anyway, do we have anything else to say about Black Shuck? I think it's fairly self-explanatory. It's just about the legend of Black Shuck.
It's a banger. It's an interesting choice for the album opener. It's great song, great singing, local reference, and some interesting. If it's your opening song, you really want to have like a blue light surrounds a crimson pour, a nimbus, blithe.
Yeah.
Church pour.
Well, I guess. Well, I don't know the first two albums, but it's the only song of this kind of ilk where they're singing about legend or myths or anything. Maybe they just put it there as a sort of this is what a band like Led Zeppelin or whatever would do if they were trying to burst on the scene, because they were always on about folklore and elves and donkeys and things.
Right.
Don't know why I said donkeys there.
Why not?
Yes, so that was good. That was a Black Shuck.
Okay, let's move on to the second one. So it was hard to choose these, but we decided to go for track 1, side 1, album 2, One Way Ticket. This isn't the most popular One Way Ticket song, is it?
I don't know. I can't think of any others. But I'm sure there are.
It's very
Taylor Swift.
Hang on, I've forgotten the name. There's a song by a group called Eruption, who were a 1970s sort of disco soul band. It's not Van Halen. Eruption. You will recognize it if you listen to Eruption or One Way Ticket by Eruption. It's really good. But yeah, it's not this one. So this is the album opener. There is it's not on the single itself, but on the but on the actual album version, you've got like a flute solo at the beginning and a bit of sniffing something. Obviously, he's got a cold, poor guy. So yeah, this is One Way Ticket to Hell.
Do you know what it was on the video? The single.
What do you mean?
Do you know what the sniffing bit was replaced with?
It is not. It's not on there. That whole bit is cut off.
It's not. There's a Star Wars narration, Star Wars-esque narration.
Well, the official version that I saw from the Darkness channel earlier today did not have that piece.
Well, there is definitely a version which does, which says the narration says the year is 2005.
But it doesn't. It doesn't have that bit that I mentioned with the flute. That's. I got that. The year is 2005. The absence of significant rock-based music of exceptional quality has resulted in the unthinkable. Hell has frozen over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, let's go to some lyrics. It was a dusty old night, and I'm the first to admit it. I've surely upset someone, but my memory has chosen to omit it. A tiny voice telling me I really should cool it, chewing my face off, talking absolute rubbish.
Yes, I mean, this is the most noticeable thing about the verse, obviously, that you expect a certain word at the end of the last line, and you get it, which is
Yes,
much like the dog not giving a flip.
indeed.
No one expected that.
Yeah, so it's a dusty old night. So, like we mentioned, this is really typical of this time. He was having some very dusty times. I think it was just. I think part of the issue was it was just him, maybe the drummer. The drummer got, as we mentioned, he did not make it back into the group at one point because he had his own addiction problems. But I don't think that Frankie, the bass player, and his brother Dan had such problems. It was really just Justin. And I mean, it was him who made the group, right? His extremeness and this glam rock, the tattoos, the cat suits, and
and financing it, as you said.
Yeah, finance, yeah. But it came with a cost, right? Yin and yang, right? So yeah, so this is a very typical regrets in the next morning. Oh my god, what did I do last night? It was a dusty old night. I must have upset one. I can't remember it. There's a tiny voice in my head telling me I should stop doing it. Chewing my face off. What does chew my face off mean, Professor A?
I guess he's just spouting gobbledygook.
Jobbity-jook. Yes, I think so. Talking absolute
bit of a motorhead.
Yes. Yeah, that's what that means, does it? I did not know that. Okay, more lines. The first line hit me like a kick in the face. I thought, I better have another one just in case. Next thing I knew, my heart was under attack. I bought a one-way ticket to Hull and back.
Yes. It's fairly self-explanatory. Took a line of the cocaine, the devil's dandruff, and thought he'd better have another one because it's a bit moreish. I've heard that crack.
Peep show reference.
Yes. And he's saying his heart's under attack. Well, I don't know. I don't partake of such things, but I believe your heart rate does rise significantly if you do.
I would assume so.
And then what do we think? One-way ticket to hell and back. How does that work? It's not possible. It's a one-way ticket.
Yeah, that is true.
I guess that's the joke.
Yes.
That's the joke.
That is a heck of a joke.
Yes. Because there's pretty much a joke in every song of this.
There is, yeah. Yeah. One-way ticket to hell. Such a banger.
Very good.
Yes, more lyrics. More lyrics. Where are we? Have we done the chorus yet? I don't think so. One-way ticket to hell and back. Bought a one-way ticket to hell and back. One-way ticket to hell and back. Bought a one-way ticket to hell.
It's pretty much the same as the pre-chorus, supposedly.
Next bit. I've always tried to keep my vices under wraps, but a coach load of mutes would have been talkative chaps if they had seen fit to join me for a couple of hits. And now my septum is in tatters and I've still got the runs. So
that is a clever technique, that substituting the last word for something you would otherwise expect.
Yes. Yeah, so it would make anybody talk, this crazy song.
Yes. Also use the double meaning of raps. Them drugs come in raps sometimes.
You're divulging all this knowledge on
yes,
on the drugs. Yes.
Yeah, his septum's in tattoo. Where's your septum?
It's this bit, isn't it?
That's that bit. Yes.
That bit. Famously, Daniela Westbrook had so much of the drugs, yes, that her septum sort of dissolved itself. So, like you said, it was in tatters. I imagine that it's probably a bit acidic if they're cutting it with Jif or whatever. Sif, as it's called these days.
Yes, what happened to that? It's like oil of
Yes.
Ulay and oil of Olay.
It's like Marathon and Snickers.
Yeah, but that's different, and it's changing an entire name, but changing one letter in things. What's that about?
Starburst.
We could be the Pyrrhic professors.
Well, actually, it would make sense if you only had to do one global packaging.
Yes.
But you probably don't, because there's probably different requirements. Maybe it's a European alignment. Pringles is famous for having, I think, a single global packaging.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Which saves them a huge amount of money.
You can keep things in the tubes as well.
Indeed. And you can, once you pop, you can't stop. Okay. All right, more words. It burned for a moment, then it kicked like a mule. The strangers I recruited thought it was rocket fuel. Several massive chocking lines of glorious gack. I bought a one-way ticket to Hull and back. Chorus.
Yes. Well, so it burned for a moment, then it kicked like a mule. He's just talking about the physical sensation of taking it, one presumes. The strangers I recruited. Who are these strangers he's recruited? What's he recruited them for?
I didn't know.
Is this the coach load of mutes that he's brought along with him?
Drug friends. Drug friend. Thumbs up, drug friends.
What do you understand by the word chocking?
I don't know. Big chunky ones, I imagine.
Big hocking great. Yes.
Yeah, hocking great lines of glorious gack.
A pseudonym again for the drugs.
The drugs.
Yes.
Yes, that's it. So we get another chorus, one-way ticket, blah, blah, blah. And then we get stick it up your flipping nose.
After a sitar solo.
Is it after or before?
It's sitar solo and then stick it up your flipping
nose. Yes. And the guitar. Yes. Okay, then we get some more words. Holding court, repeating myself, each repetition slightly louder. Pausing just long enough to snort the white powder. Wheels came off, but I'm still on track. I bought a one-way ticket to hell and back. And then we get a repeat of the chorus with a few ooh yes, woo babies. No babies.
Yeah. So I guess it's just as he's standing around being the centre of attention because he's a bit famous and he's just banging on saying the same odd thing over and over again and thinking he's just brilliant because everyone's listening to him.
A tiny voice is telling me you should really cool it. The voice is not yet loud enough.
Yes, quite. And the wheels came off, but he's still on track.
Yeah.
For hell and back.
And back.
Are we allowed to say hell on YouTube? Is it one of these words you're not allowed to say?
I didn't know. What do you think of the video?
I don't know that I've ever seen the video for this one.
You just told me you saw the Star Wars thing at the beginning.
I saw the start of it. I didn't watch the rest.
Oh, okay. Well, so after the Star Warsy bit, he is portraying himself as the devil with big hooky teeth like this, in a frozen cavern. If you can remember the first Superman film, when he gets locked up in a sort of an ice cave somewhere, it's a bit like that. So he's locked up there, and then there's all sorts of Beatles film-esque escapades for them to get him out of there. It's quite a fun video.
Right, goody.
There we go. That's it. That's number 2.
Would you? Well, no. Would you like a quote from Justin Hawkins in Rolling Stone?
Yes, please.
He says, "It's a song of redemption, really. It talks about drugs, the inevitable downward slide into Hull, and how it's never too late to turn back. Between 2003 and 2006, Justin claims to have spent over $150,000 on cocaine, and addiction led him to quit the darkness to continue his drug rehabilitation before returning in March 2011. He also adds, I spent over $150,000 on cocaine in 3 years, a frightening amount. I was consuming up to 5 grams a day, which cost me £1,000 a week, sometimes more. I regularly used to stay up for 4 days at a time on coke and alcohol binges." So, don't do drugs, kids.
How old was he at this time? When did I say he was born?
75.
75, 2000, 30.
28 to 30.
Yeah. Yes.
So, it's a song about the drugs.
The drugs. Okay. And for the last song, we've chosen another song from album 2. We've chosen Hazel Eyes. I just like this one because it's got a funny word in it.
It's got a brilliant one, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I hail from the flatlands of East Anglia, in a town that once could boast prosperity. She had trekked for many moons from a land afar, but the cruel nets had emptied the northern sea. I'm going to do the next bit. And she said, "Hoots, I canna get back to my house in bonny Scotland."
Yeah,
So,
he's basically told a lie straight off because he said he comes from Chertsey.
boy, grew up there. So East Anglia is renowned for being the flattest county
Yes.
in
Yes.
the United Kingdom.
It's an area, it's not a county. A town which once could boast prosperity. Do you know which town he's referring to then? Is it Norwich?
Lower stuff, presumably, because this is all about fishing in it.
Yeah, true.
So fishing was a rich fishing town at one point, and there was a whole thing about Scottish. Just get the right page. Scottish herring lasses who would come down to East Anglia to gut the herring.
Yes, I've read a book which.
Well, there was a famous 1938 Scots herring lasses strike in East Anglia. Lassie being a girl, yes.
Except for the dog, which was a boy.
Yes. So that was a very common thing for the Scottish herring women to travel down to East Anglia to work on the herring.
And it says she had to because the Northern Sea had run out. Pretty much.
Well, a bit of that, plus the markets collapsed because they used to export most of the herring to Germany and Russia, and there was problems in the early part of the 20th century with Germany and Russia, if you remember.
Some
of those there wars. So yeah.
I just thought they'd have found it easier to get it from Sweden.
Maybe
they like a herring.
They certainly do. Funny words from as well. So yeah, then we get the chorus, and it's "Girl with the hazel eyes, girl with the hazel eyes," and hazel eyes is typical for the expected eye colours of Scottish people, I would say.
Yeah. Do you have an official definition of what hazel eyes are?
Oh no, I do not.
I don't either, but it's sort of basically a cross between brown and blue. Isn't it?
Well, it's hazel. It's a colour, hazel, same as a hazelnut. It's brown. Hazel is a colour.
I know.
I could go and get you a hazel. I did my hazelnut harvest a few weeks ago. First time I managed to do it before they sort of got a bit wet on the trees. I was very lucky this year.
What do you do with them?
Eat them.
I didn't know if you had some specific other side of the world dish which required lots of hazelnuts or something.
No, we just happen to have a hazelnut. It's not a tree, it's a bush. Hazel. It's a bit of a pain where it is. And yeah, they sort of grow in these things. They grow in these annoying little bits you have to sort of rub and pull off. Out comes a nut. But if you got to get them off the tree quickly, otherwise they sort of start to rot a bit and they go bad.
Nuts are ridiculously expensive now.
Oh yeah.
200 grams of pistachios is £7.50 in my local supermarket.
Hoochie hammer. Is that including the shells?
No, it's without the shells. Yeah. So, I believe that's down to this craze of Dubai chocolate, which I've never tried.
What's that?
Chocolate with a very high pistachio content that the country is raving about and has been for the last year or so.
Oh, never heard of it.
It costs about 20 quid a bar. So, yeah.
Hazelnut, of course, is.
It's not a nut.
Well, I'm not going to comment. I will pause that for a second. But isn't that the one that's in Ninanunu? Ninanunu, the thing that looks like chocolate from Italy.
I don't know.
Ninanunu.
Never heard of it.
Thing that everybody raves about, the big spread, the brown spread.
Nutella.
Nutella, thank you.
Yes, that's
Is that made from hazelnut? And you're now telling me it's not a nut.
It might be. I was just trying
Peanuts
to
are
finish
not
your
a nut.
sentence for you. Peanuts are not a nut.
The hazelnut is the fruit of the hazel tree,
It's a fruit, not a nut.
and therefore includes any of the nuts deriving from the species Corylus. They're also known as cob nuts or filberts. Ah, filbert.
I did know that, as in Filbert Road, the old Leicester Stadium.
They're also used in frangelico liqueur. I've had that.
I haven't had hazelnut liqueur.
They're also used in combination with chocolate for truffles and chocolate bars and hazelnut cocoa spreads such as Nutella.
Nina Nuna.
Which country counts for 58% of total hazelnut production?
Ooh.
I'll go for continent.
South America.
No.
Asia.
No.
Africa.
Almost Asia.
Europe.
There's your clue. Almost Asia.
Eurasia.
Little Asia.
Asia Minor.
Asia Minor. So it's
Don't know where that is, to be honest.
Turkey. If you're in Turkey,
Yes.
if you're in Istanbul, one side you're in Europe. When you
Yeah.
travel to the other side of the Bosphorus, you're in Asia Minor. So yeah, so Turkey, 58% of the world's hazelnut crop.
Would have expected that. So we've had a nice podcast about hazels.
So Scottish people got hazel eyes. This was a girl with the hazel eyes. Next line, I don't really remember. I think the great word just made me forget the first two lines.
Yeah.
The elements had taken their toll on her. Her face was weather beaten and her hair greasy. I had never seen a set of eyes more hazel and a tear did fall as she looked up at me.
Yes.
So hazeler. I mean, that's got to be the greatest word ever used in
think so,
lyrics.
yes. But, I mean, he could have stopped at hazeler. It still isn't the word.
Hazeler.
Hazeler. Yeah, that is brilliant. So she's got the most hazel eyes ever, one might say. One had a grasp of the English language. Yes, but she doesn't sound particularly attractive with her greasy hair and stuff.
No. Weather beaten face.
But, I mean, if you're out herringing her.
Well, she's gutting, so she's not necessarily out, right?
But she's also had to come down from Bonnie, Scotland.
And it took
She's had to travel.
Took many moons, didn't it say? She
Yeah.
trekked. She walked from Scotland. Fucking hell.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
That's wild.
And why can't she go back to her house in Bonnie, Scotland?
We've got no money.
Well, she walked before. She could walk again.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know. So a tear fell as she looked up at me and said, "Hoots, I cannae get back to my house in Bonnie, Scotland." Go with the hazel eyes.
And then we get the resolution.
Yes. I shall travel with thee for to see your folks in Scotland. With their blessing on one knee, I shall ask for your left hand. I don't remember this. I don't recognise this lyrics at all.
But I do remember that. Do you ask for someone's left hand in marriage? You just ask for their hand in marriage usually, don't you?
Yeah, but
I suppose whether
on your left hand, right?
Yeah. So because they meet, she looks up at him, drops a tear, and says she can't get to her house in Bonnie, Scotland, and he says he's going to marry her.
It's a bit of bribery, isn't it? It's a bit what's the word? Not coercion, but like
control.
Yes, indeed. You're poor. You can't get home. I'll take you back.
Yes.
You've got to marry me.
Yes,
bugger.
I thought it was a nice song.
Yeah.
So that's that.
There we go. Cracking song.
Are you aware
Mm.
of the review of this album by Alexis Petridis, music critic?
No, I'm not. But I'm loving it already.
I should point out that he liked the album. He gave it 4 stars out of 5 in The Guardian. But this song, I shall read you his review of this song. Elsewhere, however, One Way Ticket to Hell defies you to take it seriously. Hazel Eyes may be unique in the canon of popular music. It is a rock record featuring bagpipes, on which the bagpipes are not the worst sound. The worst sound on Hazel Eyes is an electronic effect that makes the lead guitar resemble bagpipes. For purposes of comparison, the song helpfully offers up a duel between the bagpipes and the lead guitar that resembles bagpipes. The latter is thus revealed not just as the worst sound on Hazel Eyes, incontestably the worst sound you will hear this year, or indeed any other year the darkness chose to deploy it. Wrenching your attention. Yeah. Wrenching your attention from it takes some effort, but lets you take in the song's full panoply of oral horror. Military drums, lyrics about Bonnie Scotland, and, perplexingly, an oriental vocal hook. It seems to be going out of its way to repel not just po-faced musical aesthetes, but anyone possessing a smidgen of good tastes. And yet Hazel Eyes has a bizarrely compulsive quality. There's something appealing about its monumental chutzpah, and as with a lot of the Darkness's songs, there's something undeniable about the melody. So, yes.
I've never heard this. I've never heard this.
Yeah, let's just look up Hazel Eyes, Alexis Petridis. See it. Still there 19 years later on the Guardian's website. So, that's what an esteemed music critic thought of it. I think it's great. Very good indeed. Wonderful song.
I'm just listening to it. There is no bagpipey sound. Oh, this bit.
I don't remember there being bagpipes.
Diddly diddly. It's just a swell. It's not that bad. It doesn't really sound like bagpipe. It's kind of got like a swell underneath it. So it's like
that sounds like bagpipes to me.
Yeah, but bagpipes, yeah, it is a bit bagpipey, but it's just a swell or a drone. We were in Scotland a couple of months ago. My kid now loves bagpipes. The sound of bagpipes.
Oh, get him a set.
Oh, no.
They have similar things in the other side of the world, don't they?
Yes, in fact we were discussing that because it's Celtic up in the Brittany, Normandy area. They are Celts, and they have similar instruments.
But they have a similar instrument in the long dock too.
I wasn't aware they had them in the Languedoc. That's certainly not Celtic.
Occitan, Basque, basically. But yes, I think there's
not at all. Languedoc is over there. I'm in Occitan. I'm almost Basque, and then Occitanie is a little bit over towards Toulouse. In fact, they're in Bordeaux. There are places they have.
Languedoc is the land of the Oc. That is Occitan. Has to.
That would make sense. They do. There's like a little cooperative cafe in Bordeaux where they speak Occitanie one night a week.
I've got a CD of her band book called Oc, strangely enough, and it's all traditional Languedoc instruments and singing in Occitan.
Oh, wow.
Very folky. But I haven't seen it in years.
Be there somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be in the loft, some of the loft of doom. Yes.
Would you like some word counts?
Oh, yes, please.
Can you sting me or not?
No,
Stinger's not working.
Sting's dead. Yeah.
Sting's dead, okay.
Everything which requires the stream deck is dead as of today.
Okay. Hang on, let me get this on the right screen. There we go. Okay. Would you like to guess? Black Shuck?
Oh, hold on. Let me scroll up and look at the lyrics
again. It goes Black Shuck, Black Shuck, Black Shuck, Black Shuck, Black Shuck, Black Shuck.
Okay. Don't give a flip. Yes. Are we doing unique words or total words?
Both.
Okay. Unique, I would say, is about 50. Total is about 100.
Long way off, my friend. Unique is 85, amazingly.
Pretty good.
And total is 253 with a ratio of 34%.
I probably missed out a lot of the black shucks.
Yeah. Hazel Eyes is very similar. 83 unique words.
Mm.
191 total, with a ratio of 43. And then One Way Ticket is a lot of words. 131. Woohoo!
Really?
Out of 331 with a ratio of 40. What do we think for our PALS score for these?
Oh, I forgot about all that.
Professorial arbitrary lyric score for Black Shuck.
Yes, I like it, but I have to say they're not exactly original lyrics. They're basically out of that account from 1577.
Yeah, but he's putting this very garrulous and loquacious stuff into a rock song. That's got to be worth
Yes.
points, right?
I can't remember what do we score out of. We don't, do we? No, it's random.
Whatever you want.
Whatever we fancy.
Okay, well let's review the PALS score and let's see.
9 point something is the highest, I think. So.
Let's see, shall we? 9.5 is the highest, which was given to Nick Cave's Hollywood.
Yes.
We've got one that's -4, which is Corey Feldman's Hidden Attraction.
Oh, that was generous.
He's got a solid 3. So 3 is Manfred Mann, some Poppy, Bonnie Tyler, Cypress Hill, some Eels, Cemetery Gates by the Smiths. That's kind of the centre point.
Well, I would say in that case I'd give it a solid 5 because I like Black Shucks.
Wow. Okay.
If I owned a black dog, I'd call it Shuck.
Okay. That's a good one. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. So yeah, I mean, I like the fact that it's got these sort of, historical reference from their town. I love the fact that it's pretentious language in a rock song. I don't know if the word pretentious, but that sort of non-normal language in a rock song. That gives it a PALS per unique word ratio.
What score are you going to give it?
I'll also give it a 5. I'm happy with a 5. That's a great score. 5.9. It's fairly high for score. All right, One Way Ticket. What do you think?
I very much like the unexpected last word thing. That's good.
Rubbish.
And yes, the other one runs. But it's just a song about drugs, really.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3.
I'll downgrade it to 2.5.
Okay.
Okay. And Hazel Eyes.
It's got Hazel in it.
Yeah, and that's worth 2 points on its own.
Yeah, it's got to be a 4, I say.
4.5 for Hazel.
And can he get back Timmy Houston, Bonnie Scotland?
Yeah, it's in all the languages.
Yeah,
there we go.
Oh, excellent stuff.
Cracking stuff. So the Darkness are touring again. I went to see them for their 20th anniversary of this last year. They're touring again at the minute. I think they're doing a 20th anniversary of their second album at the minute.
Oh, right.
They've had a new album this year, Dreams on Toast, I believe.
Yes.
Which
I think is their 8th album, isn't it? 8th studio album.
Something like that.
8th or 9th.
Check them out. So I went to see them live last year. Without doubt, the best concert I've ever been to. It was incredible. Justin is so entertaining. So entertaining. And I got loads of plectra from that there Dan Hawkins. I bet I've got them all stashed somewhere, but I don't have one right now.
Yeah, well.
I got like 4 or 5. It was amazing. Dan put one into my hand himself. It was amazing.
Oh,
I don't have one to hand.
Oh, well.
So yes, let's go.
If you're not aware of them, definitely check out the first 2 albums, which are brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find a lot of people who aren't really into hard rock also enjoy them.
Yeah, it's fun. It's all fun.
Yeah.
It's just honest to goodness fun. And the Christmas song, Don't Let the Bells End, is also a brilliant Christmassy song.
Absolutely. So, do we have anything else to say about the darkness?
I do not have anything to say about the darkness aside from
Neither
it's
do
great.
I. Just a bit of housekeeping. As I posted on a reply to our episode 0, we are now moving towards a Friday release schedule. And we won't be releasing anything for the next 2 Fridays because I'm away. So we really should have waited and not started this. But yeah, so that's the plan. We will see you again, hopefully in 3 weeks' time.
Lovely jubbly.
And the band we should be covering is not The Darkness, no.
I was going to say, read this book as well. It's a really good book.
The band we shall be covering next time is Caviar.
Ooh.
Who you say? Who?
Who you say? Because I don't know them.
Well, I know 3 songs by them, as I said. So those are the 3 songs we are doing, and I like them a lot. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Anyway, so farewell.
Bye-bye.
No, that one's not going to work either. Let's do it manually. Bye-bye.
Bye.